talk about all the dirty, bloody money you all have. Okay, because you know I love to talk about that. You, a black man, ordered the white cops on a brown woman to make your privileged white friend Murray happy. Oakland County is a silver-tier investor in Israel. Oakland County and Farmington Hills has millions of dollars in contracts and investments in Israel. Remember these facts. When this Myers was actually an investment in Israel. The Farmington Hills Planning Commission approved the sale of the property to RPT Realty, merging with Kimco Realty, which is a joint venture with BIG Shopping Centers, an Israeli publicly traded company whose stated mission is to acquire high-quality neighborhood and community shopping centers throughout the United States. The Lukowitz Group and Encore are Israeli traded companies renting out shopping centers in Farmington Hills. So the city council sat here and lied to us that they can't make a statement on Israel. I guess because they just invested in an Israeli property company. Let's name a few of the ties to Israel. Your campaign was funded by Marla Linderman, the vice president of the Jewish Federation of Ann Arbor, the biggest opponent to ceasefire in Michigan. You were also funded by Eric Gould on the cabinet of the Jewish Federation. Also Andy Gutman of the Farberman Group, tied to the Jewish Federation of Metropolitan Detroit. Those are just a few of the names funding Mayor Teresa from the Jewish Federation, which is, again, the biggest opponent to ceasefire in Michigan. Well done for being funded by people who work for and with the Jewish Federation against ceasefire, while lying to us that you are neutral on the bombing of our children. You are also funded by Barry Goodman of the Michigan Region Anti-Defamation League, an organization for Israel. You have been endorsed by the Joint Action Committee for Political Affairs, a pro-Israel PAC. And of course, you endorse Haley Stevens, puppet of AIPAC. You are firmly in the pocket of Israeli groups. Now, Councilwoman Knoll, you are the state and local government relations manager for Stellantis.
Wait, stop. We do not do personal attacks.
This is not a personal attack. This is public information, which is tied to the Israeli Innovation Authority. Your campaign was funded by John Walsh, President and CEO of Michigan Manufacturers Association. John Walsh is on the board of directors of the Michigan-Israel Business Accelerator. Everyone, please remember, the Michigan-Israel Business Accelerator profits and millions of dollars off the murder of our children. Now, Councilman John Aldred, your campaign was funded by Eugene Greenstein, the former president of the Michigan Zionist Organization of America. Greenstein wrote a letter to the Detroit Jewish News that there can be no peace with Palestine until Israel beats back Islam. You are also funded by Sue Bernstein of the Tea Party. It was Sue Bernstein who led the vicious attacks to prevent the sale of property to the Islamic Cultural Association in Farmington Hills. She has been a major anti-Muslim bigoted voice, platforming the Israeli agenda for decades. Haley Stevens is on her way out.
Sorry, your name, please.
Yeah, it's Sophie. You know my name. You called my name last time. You brought me outside. You walked up to me outside during recess, and you told me that there's no way that you are going to put ceasefire resolution on the agenda. You told me that. So you know my name. Thank you. Guess who else is on her way out? Not just Haley Stevens. Guess who? Mayor Teresa codified a cut in our time from 5 minutes to 3 minutes to take effect soon because she wants to suppress our voices because she's scared of us. Mayor Teresa won the mayoral election by only 500 votes. And many of her votes came from us because she went to our mosques and told us, what are your issues? Tell me your issues. And then she stabbed us in the back. Mayor Teresa, there's several thousands of us, plus all the people who believe in ending genocide. You are going to be a one-term mayor. Remember, everybody, that Mayor Teresa's son works for Haley Stevens. Remember that Mayor Teresa is funded by and associated with the Jewish Federation, which opposes ceasefire. Remember that Mayor Teresa sought me out at the recess last time just to tell me personally that she wasn't going to put ceasefire on the agenda. You have significant conflicts of interest. And according to the rules of your own policy, you should be recusing yourself. I was going to talk about all the dirty, bloody money you all have. Okay? Because you know I love to talk about that. You know I love to talk about all the contracts that Farmington Hills has with Israel, all the secret contracts that Farmington Hills has with the state of Israel, with companies that are publicly traded on the Israeli stock exchange. But I'm not going to talk the numbers, even though numbers are my favorite thing. I'm going to tell you what happened to me on Orchard Road a few minutes from here. Okay? I was holding a sign that said, "Stop giving money to Israel to kill kids." One by one, five Israeli men stopped their car, came out, and threatened me with rape. And they said, "If you have a sister, we'll rape her too." Did you hear what I said? Do you care? Then they called the cops. Some others Israeli called the cops on me. They said I was standing in the street. I was standing on the sidewalk. So 2 cops came. One cop was aggressive with me. The other cop was nice. The nice one, he told the aggressive one, "I'll handle it." Then he asked me what happened. I told him what happened. I told him, actually, I'm being attacked. He knew. He understood. So he sat in his car for 20 minutes to make sure I was safe. When he drove away, another Zionist came. This one tried to push me in the street, Teresa. And you know who I blame? I blame you. I blame you, Bridges, Valerie, Bill, John. I even blame Gary. Gary, who couldn't even let us stand outside in front of City Hall, as is our right as Americans. Americans, we have the First Amendment right to stand in front of our City Hall and assemble, especially when there is something that is politically relevant.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your proclamation, Teresa. I believe the wording is, and let me look here, "I stand for the rights of those who enjoy crushing the skulls of toddlers, and I also stand for the rights of those who do not enjoy crushing the skulls of toddlers." I think that was it, right? Randy, you've been playing on your computer this entire time. What are you playing? What are you playing? Another thing, Gary, Randy's eating. Gary, you told me there's no food allowed here. Gary, you said there's no food allowed. And last week or 2 weeks ago, I was here for an event. The whole hallway was full of food. But when we wanted to eat, just to break our fasts, Gary said there's no food allowed here. But Randy's sitting there eating and drinking. Gary, aren't you going to stop him the way you stopped us? Jackie, how many naps have you taken today? Teresa, if you want us to respect this council, you get your council in order. That's your job. You make sure they're awake. You make sure they're listening. That's your job, Teresa. That's why you're the mayor. Otherwise, why are you sitting there? Now, I have a few questions for all of you. And I know you can't answer back, so I'll answer for you. City Council, do you personally know Murray Khan? Yes. Have you worked with Murray Khan while he was on the school board? Yes. Is there a council member here who has taken money from Murray Khan? Yes. Teresa, does Murray Khan live in your neighborhood? Yes. Teresa, did you give extra time to Murray Khan to speak? Yes. Did you give even 1 second to a Nakba survivor to speak extra? No. Teresa, did you stop Murray from harassing and threatening women and children here? No. Did you stop Murray from attacking a man and calling him a Jew traitor? Jew traitor. Did you stop him? No. Did you send the police, Teresa, after Murray, the way you sent the police after a man who was trying to finish his sentence? No. But you sent the police after a man who was trying to finish his sentence. All of you are un-American, and you are failures as a council. You call the cops on people for clapping. You call the cops on people for trying to finish their sentences. You scream at us for snapping. You call the cops on people for holding signs. You will go down in history as failures. The same way that Teresa sued the city to get her name on the ballot, this city council thinks the world is theirs. Michael Bridges, yeah, we have you on camera at the last meeting ordering the cops to arrest someone while she was being threatened by Murray. Yeah, we have you on camera. You can't deny it. Don't you ever again say that you care about racial profiling. Don't you ever again say that you want to be a leader on racial profiling. You weaponized the cops against the Palestinian woman. That's what you did. You are exactly what you pretend to hate. You are a racial profiler. You, a black man, ordered the white cops on a brown woman to make your privileged white friend Murray happy. Shame. Now I have 30 seconds left. I'm going to go on to the numbers. Okay? Today you received a resolution called Rachel Corrie's Gaza Palestine Resolution. This resolution is about ethical deals. It's about you making contracts with ethical companies instead of genocidal companies. Now I have 5 seconds. I'm going to just say you gave a $20 million tax break for Bosch.
Thank you.
Yeah? Okay.
All right. Okay, you're out of order, and you're out of order.